Grant! I can't run anymore!
Grab the lit alpha! He's wolfless!
Don't touch it! When I'm alpha, you'll be my Luna. I swear, I'll protect you for the rest of my life. I waited 8 years for this day. I gave up my wolf for him. Tonight, he keeps his promise. She actually showed up.
A wolfless girl thinks she's gonna be Luna?
If Tristan really marries her, Dark Moon's a joke. He knows. The bond doesn't lie.
Come up, Wren. I've got a surprise for you.
Tristan? So this is the surprise you promised?
Do it. She deserves it.
What are you doing? Helping you wake up. You didn't really think he'd marry you? You said you'd protect me.
It's been 8 years, Wing. Everyone says I owe you my life. But why should a wolfless drag me down forever?
Get it now? An alpha needs a Luna, not dead weight. Hey everyone, she thinks she's a hero. She's just a dog, can't even remember her master's face.
I, Tristan Hayes, future alpha of Dark Moon. I formally reject you, Rick Calloway.
Don't.
A rejected bond hits back, doesn't it? She's got no wolf soul. Who takes the hit for her?
Don't blame me. He told me to do it.
Drag her out. Don't hold up the coronation.
Tristan, it's time to go on. Useless wolfless. What's that sound?
Dark Moon's wolfless, dumped by her alpha to be in public.
From savior to deadweight, LMMEC. Madison's the real Luna.
Wren doesn't actually think he'll regret it, does she?
Come to the old storage room out back. We need to talk. One last time.
I know I shouldn't go. As long as you wear it, my wolf will always know you. One last time. The text from his phone? I sent that, obviously. Move.
Used to ride Tristan's name, acting like she ran the place.
Nobody's protecting you now. So this is the rock you always wear. Don't touch it. Aw, so jumpy. Aw, so jumpy. Give it back! You all saw that, right? She's still threatening me with this and says it's proof Tristan owes her. No! Look, she's really down there scraping up the dirt. Future Luna? Right now you look like a dog digging through trash for a bone. Tristan? I just wanted her to give your things back. Then she lunged at me. I was so scared.
I told you not to come to a filthy place like this.
You gave that to me.
It's just a rock. I already rejected you. Stop using this childish stuff to drag up the past.
See, everyone? This is her, always making a scene over nothing. You know it's not just a rock.
Then it's better off broken.
Fine. From today, I don't want anything you've ever given me. And I don't want you either.
What did you say?
Who do you think you are? Rejecting him!
Nay! Mind if I cut in?
Who are you?
Just passing through.
Killian Frost. This is Dark Moon business.
I agree, it's private. But if I put this online, I wonder how Dark Moon's name holds up.
Are you threatening me?
Don't put it like that. I just like collecting boring videos.
Madison, we're leaving.
Your luck won't last forever.
Tonight ends here. Stop embarrassing yourself.
I didn't ask you to save me.
I know.
Then why bother?
I prefer a front row seat. When Madison lunged at you just now, did you hear something?
How do you know that?
When you want the answer, come find me.
About the wolf I heard?
About why they're wrong to call you useless.
How did you do that?
Basic Frost manners.
Blowing a door off his manners? Do I still have a wolf? She actually came back. Look at her hand, still bleeding. Tell me she's gonna play the victim again. I just want everyone to see who the real embarrassment is tonight.
"8 years. No apology, just threats. The whole time. He was never afraid of losing me. He was afraid of looking bad."
Leaving already? I thought you'd be on your knees begging Tristan for one more look. What's the act for? You're nothing! No! Madison. What was that? I don't know. Did you see that? Oh, look! The wolfless loser is running away.
She won't. Where else would she go besides Dark Moon?
Severing the link? Severing the link with no wolf? That's gotta hurt. Film it. Film it now. Wren Calloway. I'm leaving Dark Moon.
Win?
Dark Moon didn't throw me away. I'm the one walking out.
A white wolf.
Your hair.
Who did this?
Tristan. At the coronation, he rejected me. He held me down and let Madison cut my hair in front of everyone. The moonstone broke too.
That's the one he gave you when you were kids.
Where is he?
Still at Dark Moon. Dad, don't go.
He did this to you and you want me to stay?
Not now. Baby, your hand.
Don't come in! You'll shatter your soul!
You're the future Alpha. You can't die here.
Mom, I'm okay.
When you woke up at 10, you said you were okay too, but you didn't sleep for a whole month. Every time you closed your eyes, you screamed his name, begged us not to let the black wolf get him. This time, stop saying you're okay for his sake.
Okay.
Marcus, keep your daughter in line. Have her comes back to Dark Moon by tomorrow and swears loyalty again. The coronation business ends here. Tristan takes over soon. Dark Moon can't have a scandal. If she's smart, she knows what to do.
A scandal. Your son held my daughter down and let another she-wolf cut off her hair.
Rejected the mate bond in public. Left her coughing blood on her knees in front of everyone. And you're telling me that's a scandal?
Watch your tone, Marcus. You're Dark Moon's head warrior.
I was.
As of now, I'm done. You dare betray Dark Moon?
I gave Dark Moon 20 years. And in the end, you made my daughter a joke. Guard your son's throne yourselves.
Dad.
My daughter's dignity is this family's life. A Frost recommendation slot. How do you have this?
Kilton Frost saved me in that storage room. He said there's something in me I don't even know about. I want to go.
That's the top academy for our kind. Tryouts are the day after tomorrow. Can you handle that?
Dad, for 8 years, I got Tristan through every strategy drill, every exam. They call me useless, but I'm not. I just don't have a wolf. Everything else, I'm as good as anyone.
Now, I think my wolf is finally waking up.
I know. You're my daughter. I know exactly what you're capable of. Go. Go to Apex.
It's cold out there.
call home.
Once you're at the academy, don't hold back.
I held back enough last night.
You're really leaving?
Get out.
You broke your pact bond with Dark Moon. Do you know what that costs us?
I do.
And you're still leaving?
Yeah.
Wren, stop this!
He got here so fast. Not because he's sorry.
Your father quit last night. The whole pack's laughing at me.
Because he looks bad.
I take over next month. You and your father pulling this, you want everyone thinking I drove out the one who saved my life?
So you do remember she saved you?
That was when we were kids. She can't hold that over me forever.
When did I ever hold anything over you? I covered for you with the elders because you said you needed me. I rewrote your trial plans because you said you couldn't lose. I sat with you while you healed because you said only I wouldn't laugh.
Enough!
You're right. Enough.
Come back with me right now and swear loyalty again. I'll pretend last night never happened.
All that history between us, and you'd throw it away over one little thing last night?
One little thing? On the day of my wedding, my mother tore my wedding gown apart in front of every noble present. Raising the moon goddess scepter high, she brought it crashing down toward me, sending me sprawling across the ground.
Selena is not worthy of becoming the new Alpha King's bride. A deathly silence fell over the hall. I was the rejected silver-eyed daughter of the Silver Moon Wolf Pack. Today, as long as I completed the blood oath with the newly crowned Alpha King Ryan, I would become his Luna, the queen of all werewolves. But my biological mother, Hera, the most revered high priestess of the Temple of Light, publicly declared,
"Last night, she seduced Karen, the Shadow Plether clan's holy knight, and her sister Elena's fiancé."
The crowd instantly erupted.
I knew those silver eyes were filthy. She actually dared to betray the Alpha King? Drive her out of the Silver Moon Pack!
A chill spread through my entire body as I stared at my mother.
What are you talking about?
Last night, she had personally handed me a cup of blessed potion. She had smiled and said,
"Drink this, and the moon goddess will bless you and Ryan with a bond that can never be broken."
But when I woke up, the man lying beside me wasn't Ryan. It was Karen. Both of us had been drugged. I wanted to explain, but Karen had already thrown on his cloak. His eyes were filled with nothing but disgust.
Selena, I've never met a woman as shameless as you. You'd even go after your own sister's fiancé.
Then Karen staggered backward until he reached Elena's side. His eyes were red as he looked at her.
I've been tainted. You're so pure. I no longer deserve to marry you.
Below the altar, Ryan stood motionless. He had once told me that even if the entire world despised my silver eyes, he would still marry me. But now, the way he looked at me was no different from looking at something filthy. I rushed down from the altar and grabbed his hand. Ryan, someone set me up. There was something wrong with that potion. It was Mother!
Enough!
He shook me off, his voice horsey.
Selena, I used to think you were just unlucky. Now I realize you genuinely disgust me.
I froze where I stood. Elena burst into tears and buried herself in our mother's arms. She had a pair of noble golden eyes, pale, delicate, and fragile. She looked like the most innocent sainty continent. Sister, I know you've always been jealous of me, but Karen is my fiancé. My mother gently wiped away her tears before walking over to me. Then, with her own hands, she removed the silver moon crest pinned to my chest. It was the symbol of a wolf bride's status, and in all 15 years of my life, it was the only thing that had ever truly acknowledged my existence. I stared at her.
Why?
She leaned close to my ear, her voice so low that only I could hear it.
Because Elena is far more suitable to be Luna. She has golden eyes. You're nothing but a stain. In that moment, I finally understood. This wasn't an accident. It wasn't a misunderstanding. It was a trap they had prepared long ago.
That moment, Elena suddenly wiped away her tears and stepped forward. The position of Luna of the Silver Moon Wolf Pack cannot remain vacant. It would only make us the laughingstock of everyone. Since my sister committed such a disgraceful offense, let me atone for her sins in her place. Ryan, if you're willing, I can complete this blood oath in my sister's stead. Ryan turned around and placed the blood crown, the symbol of the queen, upon Elena's head. The entire hall erupted in cheers. My sister wore my wedding gown, held my groom's hand, and stood in the place that should have been mine. And I was publicly sentenced by my own mother.
Atselina Silvereyes has defiled the blood oath. Strip her of the wolf crest and exiled her to the Forbidden Rift. She shall never return.
As the temple knights dragged me down from the altar, Elena glanced at me. Tears still lingered on her face, but the corners of her lips slowly curled forward.
15 years later, at the inheritance banquery of the Sacred Dominion Conforch, nobles and power holders from all 12 clans gathered beneath one roof. They knelt before my dragonbone throne, competing to present moon-tear crystal mines, territorial deeds, and bloodline oaths as tribute.
None of them knew that the Empress of the Sacred Dominion, the woman who controlled 80% of the continent's moon-tier crystal mines, was the same silver-eyed outcast they had once trampled into the mud.
Until my adopted son, Kaiaris, walked into the grand hall holding a young woman's hand. She wore a silver-white formal gown. Her golden eyes shone brightly, and pride radiated from her face.
Her name was Ivy, Elena's daughter, and she bore the exact same face her mother had 15 years ago. Kaio stopped before me, his tone unwavering.
Mother, Ivy will become my blood oath mate. If you approve, we'll announce our engagement tonight.
Every guest in the hall held their breath. Ivy lifted her chin slightly, waiting for me to bestow that honor upon her.
She was the golden-eyed saintress of the Silver Moon Wolf Pack, Ryan's most cherished daughter and Hera's favorite granddaughter. She was used to people lowering their heads the moment they saw her, but she had forgotten one thing. This was not the Silver Moon Wolf Pack. This was the Sacred Dominion Confort.
This was the throne I had clawed my way towards for 15 years, inch by inch, through the bones and corpses of the Forbidden Rift. I looked at that face and remembered the wedding gown that had been torn apart 15 years ago. I remembered the poison my mother had handed me. I remembered the cold look in Ryan's eyes. Then I set down my wine glass. The base struck the dragonbone armrest. The sound was not loud, yet the entire hall fell silence in an instant. I do not approve, I said. Kairos froze.
Mother?
The smile on Ivy's face stiffened. I raised my eyes to her. You will never become the mate of the Sacred Dominion's heir, not in this lifetime. The crowd instantly exploded into an uproar. Ivy's eyes reddened at once.
Why? What makes me unworthy?
I looked at her and smiled. Because the thing your mother stole 15 years ago is finally going to be returned today. Ivy's face went completely pale. Kaio stepped in front of her, his brows drawn tightly together.
Mother, Ivy didn't do anything wrong. The grudges of the previous generation shouldn't fall on her shoulders.
I looked at him. Do you even know what happened 15 years ago? Ivy spoke before he—
My mother told me everything. 15 years ago, you betrayed Alpha King Ryan and seduced Karen, my mother's fiancé. You were exiled because you committed a crime.
She bit her lip, looking as though I were the one bullying her.
But my mother always defended you. She said you were just too jealous of her.
Muted whispers spread throughout the hall. Some of the older nobles lowered their heads.
Back then, they had all stood beneath the moon goddess's altar. They had watched my wedding gown being torn apart, and they had watched Elena put on my bridal dress. They knew about that scand, but they had never cared about the truth, because the stories written by the victors were always clean and respectable. Before I could speak, the doors of the hall were suddenly pushed open.
Ivy wasn't wrong.
Everyone turned around. Elena had arrived. 15 years had passed, yet she was still breathtakingly beautiful in that fragile way of hers. Her golden hair was pinned up behind her head, and the royal crest of the Silver Moon Wolfpack's Luna was embroidered on her white cloak. Behind her stood Alpha King Ryan, and Karen, the holy knight of the Shadow Leopard clan.
Every person who had destroyed my life 15 years ago had finally appeared before me once again. Elena's eyes stiffened for a second the moment she saw me.
Sister, I never imagined the Empress of the Sacred Dominion would turn out to be you.
She called me sister, but her tone sounded more like a reminder to everyone present that I had once been nothing more than the filthy, silver-eyed outcast of the Silver Moon Wolfpack. Caius frowned.
Mother, you know them?
I didn't answer. Ryan stepped forward. He still carried the same arrogance of an alpha king, though the sharpness in his golden eyes was no longer what it had been. He looked at me and remained silent for a long moment.
Selena.
Hearing that name come from his lips almost made me laugh. 15 years ago, he had used that name when he told me he loved me. Later, he had used the same voice to say that I disgusted him. And now he wanted to use that name again, pretending there were still unresolved feelings between us. I spoke calmly. Your Majesty, this is a private banquet of the sacred Domanion Consortium. You were not invited.
Sister, if you're angry with me, then take it out on me. Why make things difficult for Ivy? She simply fell in love with Kairos.
How interesting.
I looked at her.
15 years ago, you also claimed that you had simply fallen in love with Ryan.
Karen suddenly spoke, his voice cold.
Selena, what happened back then is already in the past.
I turned to him. Of course it is. For you.
After you woke up, all you had to do was call me shameless. But I had to spend 15 years in the Forbidden Rift, carrying the crime you all forced onto me.
Karen's throat bobbed. There was something complicated in his eyes. Pain, conflict, and a belated trace of doubt. But I didn't need it. Belated doubt was just like belated love. Both were worthless. Ryan took a deep breath.
We didn't come here today to dig up the past. Ivy and Kaiitis love each other. An alliance between our two clans would benefit the sacred dimension as well. Selena, don't let personal grudges interfere with the bigger picture.
I gently set down my wine glass. You're lecturing me about the bigger picture? Ryan frowned. I lifted a hand, and the attendant behind me unfurled a black and gold contract scroll. It was covered with the markings of moon-tier crystal veins. My voice wasn't loud. Everyone heard it clearly.
The Sacred Dominion Commodum controls 80% of the continent's moon-tier crystal mines. Last year, 70% of the Silver Moon Wolfpack's military supplies, potions, and room array maintenance came from Sacred Dominion resources. Ryan, you're standing on my territory, living off my mines, and still expecting me to prioritize your bigger picture.
Ryan's expression instantly darkened. For the first time, panic flashed across Ivy's face. She grabbed Kaios' hand.
Kaios, say something!
Mother, do you really have to do this?
Kairos looked at me, and for the first time, there was anger in his eyes. Do what? I asked.
Expose the truth in front of everyone? Or refuse to hand over the life's work I've built to my enemy's daughter?
Kairos lowered his voice.
Ivy isn't her mother.
Neither are you me. You don't have the right to forgive them on my behalf. I fixed my gaze on him. The moment those words left my mouth, the last trace of hesitation vanished from Kairos' face. He took Ivy's hand and turned to face the guests.
If Mother refuses to give us her blessing, then I'll make the announcement myself. I, Kairos, as the heir of the sacred Domanion, choose Ivy as my blood oath mate. From this night forward, anyone who humiliates her becomes my enemy.
The entire hall fell silent. A flash of triumph crossed Elena's eyes. Even Ryan slowly looked pleased.
Kairos, I knew you wouldn't abandon me.
Crying, Ivy threw herself into Kairos' arms. I watched them and suddenly felt tired. Not heartbroken. Just tired of it all. I raised my hand.
Bring me the blood oath scroll.
Hope lit up in Kairos' eyes.
Mother, you agree?
I smiled.
Of course.
Before Ivy could even breathe a sigh of relief, I finished the sentence.
I agree to sever the blood oath between us as mother and son.
The smile on Kaia's face frozen.
What did you say?
An attendant brought over a black parchment scroll. It was no ordinary contract. Someone recognized it, their voice trembling.
The soul severation blood oath. Once it's signed, blood ties, inheritance rights, and family protection are all permanently cut off.
My sweet little golden werewolves, where do you think you're going?
Oh, you filthy werewolves want to fight back.
Submit to the rule of the vampires. Let me show you the power of the great vampire lord.
Wow, that vampire is so powerful.
Strong how, a low-level bloodsucker. Calling him an ant would be an insult to Ant.
But he defeated all 3 of those werewolves and all the people they brought with them.
Those lackeys are even weaker, an absolute disgrace to werewolves. To think the werewolves of the human realm had fallen this low. Golden werewolves? Ha! Weak. Embarrassing and weak. Pathetic.
Weak as ants, indeed. Nori, go. Consider it your training for today. Crush that low-level vampire.
Filthy werewolves. Today I will put an end to all of you.
Hey, you with the fangs!
Ha! Another wolf pup here to die. The gods are smiling on me today.
Didn't your elders teach you to kneel before a noble vampire?
My elders taught me to tear vampires apart on sight. You insolent fool! Die, you filthy pup! Impossible!
My masters were right. You're pathetic. You couldn't put up a fight.
Not bad. Of course. After all, I'm the one who trained him.
Hey, what do you mean I'm the one who taught him that?
Done. My masters was right. Vampires are weak.
Thank you, oh great master. You saved our lives. Please tell us, who are you?
Great master? Me? No way. Beating a weak little vampire doesn't make me a great master.
What? Weak? He called the great vampire lord weak. Since when was there such a powerful werewolf among us?
Our savior left without a trace. Spread the word. I want everyone searching for our savior. There will be a great reward.
Spread the word. If our savior is willing to join the Lycan pack, all of our pack's treasures will belong to him.
Spread the word. I am willing to marry our savior. I would happily warm his bed.
Masters, I return with news of success.
It took you an eternity just to deal with a weak vampire. Your master Adam is displeased.
Master Adam, I apologize.
We have been teaching you for 20 years now, correct?
You were once a pitiful little thing cast out from your pack, and now look at you, all grown up.
Your mother did everything she could to protect you, even if it meant casting you out has been many years. Your mother must miss you. Go home and visit her.
My masters, I will go visit my mother. I will return swiftly.
Tomorrow is the annual Wolf Pack tournament. If we can place among the top 3, our pack will be promoted to silver, and the wolves who place may even train in the Golden Academy. Van, show everyone the results of your training.
Yes, Father. Father, I am strong as a silver-level wolf. I will win the right to enter the Golden Academy and help our pack promote to silver.
As expected of our pack's heir, Van.
Nori! No way, it's actually you. My pathetic, exiled baby brother has come crawling back.
Nori, that useless pup who couldn't awaken his wolf 20 years ago, wasn't he thrown out?
Look at the state of him. Living off scraps out there, isn't he?
He's gotta be shameless to show his face around here, huh?
I'm back.
Nori!
You're Ginny. You're all grown up.
You came back.
who gave you permission to come back. You were banished from our pack. Have you forgotten?
I am back, but not to rejoin the pack. I only want to see my mother. Mother, you still remember our mother. Because of you, our mother has been living in seclusion for 20 years. Out of shame of you, a thorn in her side that can never be healed.
You think you deserve to see her?
You wish to see her, fine. But you have been banished. To step inside our inner sanctuary and visit your mother's quarters, you must first prove you deserve to cross our doorstep.
Father is right. Worthless mutt has no right to set foot on our lands, unless you can prove yourself in tomorrow's pack tournament. Show everyone you're not worthless.
The tournament. Van is joking, right? Only bronze-level werewolves are allowed to compete. But Nori, he's a good-for-nothing, wolfless rogue. He'll probably get nothing wolf single punch.
Van, this isn't fair. Nori has been away from the pack for ages. You can't just make him...
What's the matter? Scared? Then crawl back to wherever you've been hiding. This pack doesn't need deadweight and definitely doesn't welcome criminal. Prove my worth. How?
If you can place in the top 3 in the wolf pack tournament.
My masters always say I am still very weak. But no matter how weak I am, I will fight with everything I have to see Mother.
Father, to ask so much of him, you're giving him far too much credit.
Top 3, I'm so weak. Can I really make it?
Weak? You are still far too weak. When I was your age, I was already shattering mountains several times that size.
What a load of nonsense. At that age, Master Adam could barely shatter a mountain half that size.
He has his pride. Don't call him out on it.
Can I really do this, weak as I am? But if it means I'll finally see my mother, I'll give it all I've got.
Nori, don't do this. They're setting you up.
I have to.
Fine. I will compete.
Very well.
Enjoy your last night pretending you belong here.
Finish tomorrow. Top 3. He won't survive the first round.
Nori, please. You don't have to prove anything to them.
I'm not proving anything to them. I'm going to see her.
Welcome everyone to the annual Wolfpack tournament. I have a wonderful announcement. The 3 headmasters of the Golden Academy, Elder Lycan, Elder Simon, and Elder Balanana, will soon be here to judge the tournament. Today, we start with round 1, the aptitude test. 3 stars is passing, 5 stars is genius. 7 stars means a prodigy master. Above that, well, there's no need to discuss the impossible. Let us begin. I'll go first. 3 stars, passing.
Oh. 5 stars, a true genius. It's my turn. I will show every wolf here my strength.
Do your best, son.
Father, don't worry. I am nothing like that wolfless rogue.
Genius. 6 stars! A genius among geniuses!
Well done. All thanks to your guidance, Father. Of course, I'm better than that wolfless, useless rogue.
This stone feels like it could crumble at any moment. So why can't they break it? I must be imagining things. Yes, I must be mistaken. My master was right. I am far too weak.
My goodness, 2 geniuses from the same pack. 8-8 should be proud. Indeed, but haven't you heard his wolfless pup who was thrown out 20 years ago for being worthless? He just came crawling back. That useless pup, I heard he's barely a wolf, more like a mutt. Why'd he even return? Look at those rags. I bet he can't even shift.
Don't waste our time, you worthless mutt. If you can't even light a single star, then get out of here instead of embarrassing our pack.
Do your best, Nori.
My masters always say I'm weak, but this stone, just how hard can I hit it?
Impossible. That's impossible. The stone shattered. This has never happened before.
My masters were right. I'm still a weakling. Everyone else can control their strength, but I can't. What am I gonna do now?
The stone has been shattered. We will count you as a genius as you advance to the next round.
Wait, Lord Todd, this can't be right. A mutt who can't even shift. He couldn't have shattered the stone. The power of every strike must have built up inside the stone, and the power just happened to release when it was his turn. He just got lucky. What Van said does make some sense, right? He didn't shift just now.
The stone took so many strikes. Maybe it really reached its limit.
The stone is forged from pure obsidian, resilient and resolute. Its true strength measures an entire mountain, and it decide with strikes should not have shattered it. However, you shattered the stone without shifting. Incomprehensible. Van's accusation holds some value.
So please, eliminate this worthless mutt. The trash belongs in the trash.
The rules are clear. You may question the result, but the verdict remains the same. He has been judged a genius capable of shattering the stone. He will advance to the next round.
What, sir? This is ridiculous. He's a packless fraud. How could he ever shatter the stone?
Enough, Van! The verdict is clear. We will obey the judge's word.
Yes, Father.
Fine. Very well. Packless runt, you'd better pray you won't face me in the ring. I'll show you what true power looks like, and I'll show everyone you're nothing but a lucky fraud.
The testing stone has shattered.
I sensed it too. That stone is forged from heavenly steel in Oxyan, specifically designed to gauge power. Only someone whose potential is beyond gold level could possibly shatter it.
Could it be? Will the werewolves finally have a genius who ranks above gold?
Could it be our savior? Let us prepare to head to the competition. Send Annie ahead. Whether it is our savior or a prodigy genius, we must welcome them properly.
Annie! Elders.
Great, now I'm in trouble. It takes real skill to control my strength. This stone, do I have to pay for it? I don't have much money right now.
Nori, you're amazing.
I'm very weak. My masters all say so.
Don't worry about paying for it. Now we start the next round. Fizzle combat. The guardian of the Golden Academy, a wolf that will soon reach gold level. Lord Rose. Welcome, Master Roseade. We are honored to have you as a judge. Enough talk. I'm setting new rules. You will face me in one-on-one combat. Survive 2 moves and you are acceptable. Survive 3 and you pass with honors. Survive 4 and you are a genius.
The rules have changed. Fighting Lord Rosendade, how will anyone win against him?
No one will win, but you only have to survive 2 strikes.
Son, you must take first place. If you win, our pack will be promoted to silver.
Yes, Father. I will definitely bring glory to our pack.
Master Roseade, please accept my challenge.
First move. Another move, and you would be dead. Step down.
This is the power of a werewolf who'll soon become gold, to be this strong without even shifting.
Huh. Why doesn't he seem all that strong to me?
Even though Lord Roseday is almost gold level, even though I am barely silver, we are in the same tier. I can definitely hold on.
Begin. Interesting. Again. Not bad.
Am I imagining things? They're both so weak. That can't be...
The third move. I can take it.
He withstood it. The third move. It seems so.
Not bad. Then here is the fourth move.
Strange. Why is it so weak? It looks powerful, but the actual force is really quite mild.
Shut your mouth! You think you're some expert!
I'm telling the truth. Can't you all see it?
Enough! Let's watch the match. Stop arguing.
But I'm just saying what I see.
Nori, I believe you.
I held on.
4 moves, a genius. Next.
It's your turn, Nori, brother. Please don't force yourself. Just do your best. If you want to see your mom, I'll find another way for you.
Got it. Father, you'll see. That worthless fraud will expose himself soon enough. One slap from Lord Roseday and he'll be knocked right off the stage. He'll be too humiliated to see Mother.
Be careful, Nori. Your mother misses you so much. Please don't get hurt.
I can't sense the flow of werewolf power within him. Are you ready?
Master Roseday, are you really going to use those same moves on me? I feel like you've been holding back.
Arrogant! Reckless fool! Who does he think he is? How dare he question Master Roseday? Outrageous, you worthless fool! How dare you disrespect Lord Roseday?
Fine. Very well. Since you claim I have been holding back, I will show you what true power looks like. Don't blame me when you can't bear it and end up crippled or dead.
My goodness! Master Roseday wasn't even using his full strength just now!
Obviously not, this is terrifying.
And that fraud still hasn't transformed. Does he want to die? Master Roseday is getting serious. That useless fraud is done for.
Is this his strongest attack? Why does it feel even weaker than that Blood Clan member before?
I still haven't learned control. My master said to deflect the force when attacked, but I forgot because I'm so nervous. I'm still too weak.
Sir, your attack is too scattered. All your energy went in flashy intimidation, so when it actually lands, it barely hurts. My master calls this all bark and no bite.
How dare you humiliate me! You deserve death!
Whoa, is that Master Roseday's wolf? It's terrifying.
Incredible. Is this the power of a master silver werewolf?
You have angered me! I will make you pay the price!
Nori!
Die, worthless trash!
The day I gave birth, my mate called our pup a mutt. He threw us both to the pack under the full moon. I held my pup to my chest. They ripped her out of my arms. I watched the pack tear her apart. I heard her cry stop. Then they came for me, teeth in my throat, my own mate leading them. I cursed him with my dying breath. Moon goddess, give me one more life. I'll make him pay. Then I jolted awake. My heart was pounding in my ears. Same room, same faces. I was back. The day at Darren rejected me. Moon gave me one more life for one reason, to bury him. Draven stands across the room. His eyes found me. The same disgust he wore the night he watched me die. He reborn too.
Elders, witness me. I reject Lyra Mooncrest as my fated mate.
The room went dead silent. Rejecting the mate the moon chose for you is taboo. Then the bond ripped out of me. The pain hit my chest and dropped me. I looked up at Draven. His face moved nothing. He just turned back to Selena.
Draven, you don't know what you're doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. I choose Selene.
Selene rested a hand on her belly and smiled.
She carries my pup, a pure one.
They all believed her. Selena shifts clean. Her fur comes in pure white. I never shift right, so they call her the moon's chosen. They call me the stain the moon got wrong. They had it backwards. Draven crosses the room. He leans in close.
You shamed me last life. Never again.
I gave him my sweetest smile and said nothing. He wanted the purest air alive. He never knew Selena carried a mutt too. Let him find out himself. A rejected mate loses everything. No protection, no rank. The pack does as it pleases with her. That was the law Draven just dropped me into. Last life, I begged him not to do this. I crawled at his feet. Not this time. I stood up. My voice came out steady. Then I'll claim my own mate. That's my right under the moon law. The whole hall turned to me. Gasps broke out across the room.
What?
You cut the bond, Draen. So I choose again. The pack elder leaned forward.
You know the cost? No pack will protect you. No alpha takes you back. Whoever you claim, you're bound to him for life. No undoing it.
I know exactly what it costs. I choose him. I pointed to the far corner of the hall. A man leans against a pillar. No one had noticed him before. Then he straightened, and the whole pack caught his scent. Whispers ran through the room.
A lone wolf. No pack. No bloodline.
You smell that? He's a mutt? She's choosing a mutt? The hall turned on him, lips curling.
You'd really take a stray over a coal?
He has more honor than every coal in this room. The hall goes silent. Draven's face darkens. So what if I pick a stray? At least this time I walk away free. I held out my hand to the stranger. What are you waiting for? Come here. He pushes off the pillar and crosses to me. He didn't drop his head the way a mutt should. He took my hand. The moment our hands meet, I freeze. Where Draven's bond broke, something went warm. Soul to soul, I knew this stranger.
Took you long enough to find me.
Who are you?
Yours.
The moon picked me, not him.
A new bond only counts if the pack witnesses it, and only under an open moon. So they drove us all out of the hall, into the trees. Moonlight floods a clearing. The whole pack circles us. Selena watched from the edge, smirking. Go on. Let the stray sink his teeth in. Watch your own litter first, sister. Her smirk cracked. She didn't know what I knew. The pack elder steps into the ring.
Once he marks you, the moon binds you. Last chance to stop.
Mark me, Kale. The pack watches, amused. Kale leaned in. His teeth grazed the curve of my neck. Then Drayan shoved through the circle and ripped me back.
Stop. You're still mine to deal with.
Yours? You threw me out an hour ago.
Last life you
fed me and your pup to the pack. I felt every tooth. The whole pack freezes. Draven goes pale.
Last life? Draven, what does she mean?
He had no answer. His grip shook on my arm. Then Kale's hand closed over Draven's wrist.
She told you to let go.
Black claws break through Kale's knuckles. His eyes burn gold. The pack elder stumbles back a step.
That power, it's not possible.
Ragnar Blackhorn pushed to the front. Draven's father, the oldest pure blood alive. He'd fed on stolen wolves to keep breathing this long. He looked at Kale's claws. His face went gray.
Stop this claiming. Now!
On what law? He rejected me. I chose another. Ragnar had no answer that wouldn't expose him. Or does the great Ragnar Blackhell fear one mutt? The whole circle heard it. He couldn't back down now.
Father, don't let her...
Quiet.
I pulled my collar aside and bared the back of my neck. Finish what you started, Kale. In front of all of them. Kale's teeth sink into the back of my neck. White light erupts from the bite. A white crescent appears. The older wolves dropped low, shaking. They knew that mark. A claiming mark always heals over red. Mine blazed moon white, bright enough to hurt. Ragnar stared at the mark and went stitted.
That mark. It can't be.
What happened? Why is everyone bowing? No one answered her. The young ones never knew. Davin looks at my neck, then at his father.
Father, what is that mark?
Ragnar didn't speak. His hands were shaking. He stared at me the way you stare at the dead come back. I touched the white crescent on my neck. I knew exactly what it meant. My mother told me once. They buried the white wolf lifetimes ago. Tonight she marked me as her own. You killed the white wolf once. Did you think she'd stay down?
The surrounding nobles erupted at once.
So she's been defiled all along. No wonder the Black Dragon Crown Prince wanted to break off the engagement.
How could a woman like that ever be queen?
Voices rose from every direction, demanding that I, the defiled one, be thrown out of the moon goddess's temple. Valerian neither investigated nor hesitated. He simply stared at me coldly, as if he had finally found a perfectly legitimate excuse to cast me aside. Valerian raised a hand, signaling the guards to remove my engagement ring.
Throw her out. From this day forward, Evie is no longer my fiancée. I will marry the truly pure Lysandra instead.
Lysandra lowered her head, but she could not hide the smile tugging at her lips. Watching the two of them play their little act, I suddenly laughed. I fixed my gaze on Lysandra's hypocritical face and leaned closer.
You're in such a hurry to marry him. Is it because you're afraid you won't be able to hide what's growing in your belly much longer?
Lysandra's pupils contracted sharply. Her hand instinctively flew to her abdomen. The next second, I slapped Valerian across the face with a crack that echoed through the temple. Every noble in the sanctuary stood frozen in shock. Valeria's head snapped to the side from the blow, black dragon scales surfacing along his cheekbone. He turned to me through grit and teeth.
You dared to hit me?
I pulled off my engagement ring and threw it at his feet.
You were the one who wasn't worthy of marrying me.
Valerian laughed in fury.
Evie, do you really think anyone else would dare have you?
I didn't answer. Instead,
I turned and walked toward the far end of the temple, raising a hand towards the black castle deep within the Fang Mountains, where thunderstorms raged year-round. Storm Castle. It was home to Aurelian, the deposed emperor exiled by the solar holy sea. Rumor claimed his face was hideous, that he devoured bloodlines, and that he sustained his life on the bones of monsters. Rumor also claimed that every woman who approached him died. The assembled nobles collectively suck in a sharp breath. Lysandra shrieked,
Evie! Have you lost your mind? You'd rather marry that monster than admit you were wrong and apologize to Valerian?
I looked at her and answered, one word at a time. Yes. I will marry him. Deep within the thunderclouds, the massive black gate swung open with a deafening roar. A low, icy male voice cut through the storm and reached every ear present.
Little flower, are you sure you want to choose a monster cursed by the gods?
I lifted my gaze toward the castle. I'm sure. Only much later did they learn that the divine office I had received was no worthless gift. It was Titan evolution. The power to evolve any low-born bloodline into an ancient Titan divine beast. When the gates of Storm Castle closed behind me, the mocking voices outside were swallowed by the thunder. There were no piles of bones inside the castle, as the rumors claimed. There were only rows of small beds. A calf-born child with a broken horn, a blind wolf cub, an eagle infant with deformed wings. They all lay quietly beside the hearth. The moment they saw Aurelian, each of them reached out their hands.
Your Majesty.
The man everyone called a monster bent down and tucked a blanket around a young wolf cub. His voice was cool, yet gentle.
Go to sleep.
I stood by the doorway, my throat suddenly tightening. Aurelian turned to look at me. A black cloak concealed half his face, revealing only a pair of eyes as cold as a winter storm.
If you regret your decision, there's still time.
I looked at the abandoned children and shook my head. I don't regret it. I can stay and help take care of them. He studied me for a long moment.
They are all discarded bloodlines. Children their own clans refuse to keep. If you stay here, the entire continent will treat you as the same kind of stain.
A faint smile touched my lips. I already became a stain today. At least here, stains are allowed to live. Aurelian did not try to send me away again. That night, I handed out hot soup to the children and taught them how to say their own names. The youngest wolf cub clutched my finger and asked softly,
Were you abandoned too?
Before I could answer, a searing pain suddenly ripped through my abdomen. I grabbed the edge of the table, my face instantly draining of color. Aurelian crossed the room in a single stride.
What happened?
I looked down and saw my stomach begin to swell in front of everyone. It was not a natural pregnancy. It was Lysandra. She had used parasitic broodmother. She was terrified that the truth about her affairs with half-breeds would come to light. If anyone discovered she was carrying a low-bland bloodline, she would never be allowed into the Black Dragon royal family, so she had immediately chosen me as the scapegoat. She intended to transfer all those shameful embryos into my body. A cold, foul, viscous bloodline forced its way into me. Gritting my teeth, I pressed a hand against my abdomen and quietly activated my divine office, Titan bloodline evolution. The next instant, the cluster of inferior serpent-blood embryos began thrashing violently inside me. They had come to corrupt me. Instead, they were wrapped in layer upon layer of golden divine sigils. Their bones were reforged, their bloodlines purified by sacred fire, and their scales gradually transformed into black gold feathered markings. Aurelian watched the ancient sigil emerge in my palm, and for the first time, something changed in his eyes.
This isn't a low-tier fertility rite.
I looked up through the pain.
Of course it isn't. She thought she was sending me a disgrace. But what I received was a divine beast.
10 days later, war drums thundered outside Storm Castle. Valerian arrived at the head of the Black Dragon Legion and surrounded the fortress. Dressed in a pure white ceremonial gown, Lysander stood beside him, crying so hard she could barely remain upright. "Evie, come out. I saw you meeting with a serpent blood in secret. What's in your womb is proof." Valerian drew his black dragon greatsword and leveled it at the castle.
Valerian, hand that woman over. She's carrying a low-born serpent spawn. She's disgraced the royal bloodline and tainted your castle as well.
Inside the fortress, the young Beast Inn children huddled together in fear. I pushed myself to my feet, using the railing for support, but Aurelian moved toward the gate before I could. I caught hold of his sleeve.
They came for me!
He lowered his gaze to mine.
The moment you stepped into this castle, they stopped coming for just you.
The black gates swung open. Aurelian walked alone into the pouring rain. Valerian sneered.
Fallen Emperor, are you really willing to go to war with the Black Dragon clan over a tainted woman?
Aurelian didn't answer. He simply raised a hand. The first slap sent Valerian flying, smashing through 3 war chariots before he hit the ground. The second landed across Lysante's face. She crashed into the mud, her pristine white gown immediately stained black. Aurelian's voice carried over the thunder.
I have not abdicated. All of you are still my subjects, and she is a woman under my protection.
Valerian climbed back to his feet, blood smeared across his mouth.
You'll regret this!
Clutching her cheek, Lysandra glared with venomous hatred.
Evie, you can't hide forever.
The moment you give birth to that filthy serpent spawn, the entire continent will finally see what you really are.
The instant the words left her mouth, a blood-red bolt of lightning erupted from deep within the castle. Pain tore through my abdomen. The child was coming. Aurelian spun around sharply, bracing myself against the wall. I made my way toward the castle gates one step at a time. Rain soaked through my dress. Every eye fixed on what I held in my arms. There was no snake, no lowborn beastling, only a black and gold newborn creature with stag antlers and enormous wings folded against its back. It opened a pair of ancient golden eyes. In the distance, an elderly scholar suddenly dropped to his knees, his voice shaking uncontrollably.
A Parion! It's a Parion! An ancient titan beast that went extinct 3,000 years ago!
The color drained from Lysandra's in an instant. Valerian refused to believe it. He grabbed the elderly scholar by the collar and hauled him up.
Look again! That thing came from a low-born serpent embryo. How could it possibly be a titan?
Your Highness, the Parion is a titan of judgment and storms. Its antlers pierce deception, and its wings devour curses. A bloodline like this cannot be forged.
I am the supreme goddess. When I left the temple on my expedition, I entrusted my daughter to 3 demgods. But when I returned, I found that my youngest daughter in the temple had been replaced.
She is your Phoenix Maiden, Mother.
The 3 demimords I had raised knelt on one knee.
When you left, she was still too young to recognize anyone. That's normal. The Phoenix Maiden has always been under our care. There's no mistake.
But from the girl cloaked in the solar mark, I smelled the stench of a siren. She was no daughter of mine. She wasn't even a phoenix.
I'll ask you one last time,
I said, my voice low, staring at the 3 demigods. Where is my daughter? Morningstar lifted his head, eyes innocent.
Goddess, this is your daughter.
I grabbed him by the throat and lifted him off the ground. I'll ask again. Anger surged through my voice. Lightwater took a half step back, lips trembling.
Goddess, calm down, she really is.
I swung my hand, a blade of fire sweeping past her ear. Swordbearer collapsed to the ground.
We're telling the truth! The Phoenix Maiden has never left the temple!
I released Morningstar. Never left? I smeared. I turned to the girl. One step closer, and the stench of the siren grew stronger.
Aria, enough.
Aptha stepped in front of me, pressing down on my wrist.
You come back and start a scene like this? Do you think the temple isn't chaotic enough already?
I shook off her hand. You came at just the right time. Tell me, where is my daughter? Apathy sighed and draped an arm around the girl's shoulders. She's right in front of you, Aurelia. Her gaze calm, Apatha said.
You've been away too long. It's normal if you can't recognize her. I've watched her every day since she was born. Do you think I could mistake her?
The girl lifted her head and reached for me, clutching my garment.
Mother, do you not want me?
I bent down slowly and met her eyes. Then I reached out, grasped the back of her neck and lifted her from the ground. Say it again, staring into her panicked eyes. Who is your mother? The false Phoenix Maiden struggled, tears streaming down her face. I released her. She collapsed onto the floor.
Mother. Silence!
The mark was real, but it was not natural. I yanked hard. She screamed as a corner of the mark tore from her forehead. Beneath it was not flesh, but siren scales. The three demigods went pale simultaneously. Morningstar leapt to his feet.
Goddess! That is the shapeshift talisman the Titan gave her!
I held the mark up to him.
This is the Phoenix divine signal. It was stripped from my daughter, flesh and all!
Lightwarder's lips trembled, words failing her. Swordbearer fell flat on the ground. Apathite furrowed her brow and tried to reason.
Aurelia, coming back and causing such chaos.
Do you want the whole divine realm to see this? I didn't look at her, my gaze fixed on the three demigons. I'll ask again. Who took it? Morningstar clutched his pierced shoulder, gritting his teeth.
Goddess, that really is the shapeshift talisman from the Titan. You can ask the forging god if you don't believe us.
The forging god? I cut him off. Where is he now? Morningstar choked on his words. Lightwarder took over, voice shaking.
The young Phoenix Maiden's divinity is too strong. It fell off on its own, we just kept it safe.
Fell off on its own? I crouched and met the girl's eyes. Which phoenix can shed its divine signal at birth? Her gaze wavered. Swordbearer suddenly said, lifting his head from the floor.
I've seen it. Ancient records mention it.
Can you even read? He shut up. I stood up. Vine Signin is removed. It retains the original owner's divine imprint. Do you want me to activate it and let it recognize its true master? The three demigods went completely pale. Morningstar stumbled back into a temple column, golden blood gushing from his wound.
Goddess, we had no choice.
I asked, what do you mean no choice? No one answered.
Do you even know how much pain it causes, tearing at her very soul?
Lightwaiter covered his mouth, eyes red. Swordbearer's expression snapped into sharp defiance.
Killing us won't change anything! You should face reality!
A palm of divine fire struck his face. He flew across the hall and slammed into the main doors. I'll let you finish speaking. He lay on the ground, speechless. Apathy, who had been standing nearby, sighed, stepped forward and patted my shoulder. Enough. You've struck and shouldered her. These children did wrong, yes, but that girl is unlucky. Her birth triggered the Titan War, and the Titan died because of her. Don't you think it's better for everyone if she's gone? I turned to her. Her face carried a gentle smile. I asked, have you finished speaking? Apathy blinked slightly. I brushed her hand aside, turned to face her. Your turn. The air in the hall grew heavy. Apatha shook her head. Aurelia, I'll be honest with you. She grasped my hand. Your daughter was swallowed by the abyss rift. We searched the edges of Tartarus, not even a trace of her soul remained. Her eyes were rimmed with red. I feared you couldn't bear it. So we found a Siren hatchling and disguised it as her. Apathy patted my shoulder. It was only to give you some time to adjust.
The 3 demimords immediately chimed in together.
Yes, goddess, we just didn't want to
break your heart.
I stared into Apathi's eyes. If I weren't the child's true mother, I might have believed her. Very well. I released her hand and stepped back. Then tell me, where did my daughter's holy feather come from? Apathi froze briefly. She was just born. Her wings hadn't fully grown. My voice was icy. How was her holy feather and divinity taken from her? The air in the hall seemed to freeze. Make up another lie. Apathi's patience thinned.
Aurelia, do you really have to turn this into a disaster?
Her tone grew colder. You want the truth, don't you? I looked at her and suddenly smiled. One last time, my daughter. Where is she? Swordbearer collapsed. His legs gave out beneath him.
Tartarus.
Silence!
Apathy snapped, but it was too late.
The abyss. Abyss.
Swordbearer trembled on the ground.
She was thrown into the abyss on the full moon the day you left. Apathy said the child carried a curse. And if left, she would destroy the entire dome!
My fingers tightened one by one. The 3 demigods bore fresh marks of the burn around their necks.
Enough!
Apathy raised her hand sharply, conjuring a barrier between me and the 3 demigods.
If you want to kill them, you'll have to pass the Temple Court of Judgment first.
Court of Judgment? I tilted my head at her. You mean the one under your control? Aurelia, I'll give you one last chance, she said, lowering her voice. Leave here, take that half-siren with you, retire in peace, and leave this dome alone. And if I don't, then you will be declared divinity corrupted, your mind unhinged, and I will take the supreme scepter. She smiled.
Guess which will be believed, me or you, by the lesser gods?
I scanned the hall. 4 lesser gods had already positioned themselves behind Apatha. 2 temple judges sealed the main doors. The 3 demigods hid behind Apatha, their eyes full of hatred toward me. Apathy. Which part of Tartarus's abyss rift? I asked. Divine fire spread beneath my feet. Where did you throw my daughter? Apathia's pupils narrowed. The deepest part of the abyss. She smiled cruelly. The boiling waters of the Styx River.
Your precious daughter has been down there for a long time. There's probably nothing left of her now.
Guess how many days she cried? Divine fire surged around me. I raised my hand, forging a spear of fire, its tip aimed at Apatha's brow. Apathi's face drained of color. I turned and walked toward the temple doors.
Where are you going?
Apatha's voice trembled behind me.
Tartarus.
I looked back.
Before I return, not a single god in this place is allowed to leave.
Apatha screamed from behind.